Welcome to the latest Motley Fool scoreboard. I'm on Chocolate and we've got longtime fools, Carl Teal and Keith Spites, giving a 1 to 10 rating to the only one of the 3 GE spin-offs that's a Moneyball wreck. It's GE HealthCare Technologies, ticker symbol GEHC. We'll talk about the strength of GE HealthCare's business first, including factors like industry and competition. A 10 is invincible, a 1 is hopeless. Both of you have 7s, Keith.
Right. GE Healthcare is a leader in the medical technology industry. I think that aging demographics and the opportunity for AI to revolutionize medical imaging present great long-term tailwinds for the company. However, GE Healthcare does face some strong competition, has some challenges in China especially, and it could experience some more headwinds from tariffs.
Yeah, GE Healthcare was spun off in January of 2023. It doesn't actually look all that different than it did pre-spin-off. It's a slow growth business with a huge installed base. It has over 400,000 imaging systems alone. And so it derives a reliable recurring income stream, something like 50% of revenue. So this is kind of a classic sleepy business that is reasonably valued, but unlikely to surprise too much. And as Keith said, there are some headwinds with China and tariffs. So I'll go with his 7.
For management, a 10 is Warren Buffett, a 1 is Homer Simpson. Carl's at a 7. Keith, you're at a 6.
Yeah, I like CEO Peter Arduini's vision, especially with integrating AI. I like his focus on improving margins. However, the stock has underperformed the S&P 500 badly since that spinoff from GE a few years ago. So, results are results, so I can't give management a higher score.
Yeah, the idea of the spinoff was to create a pure play with deeper operational focus, strategic flexibility, and some tailored capital allocation. And they've done okay on the metrics they've set out with. A little light on revenue growth, but overall within their targets. The stock has not done well, but it's been a tough environment, so that's not necessarily how I judge them. And I'll give them a 7.
Financials, a 10's a fortress, a 1 is yikes. Carl's at a 7.5. Keith, you're at a 7.
Right. On the positive side, GE Healthcare is consistently profitable. They should generate exceptionally strong free cash flow this year, and they don't have a huge amount of a debt. On the negative side, revenue growth is sluggish, so I think a 7 is appropriate.
Yeah, I just went a little bit higher. Their balance sheet's pretty good. They came out of GE not overly laden with debt. They have plenty of cash, and so there's a flexibility for tuck-in M&A, which is what they say they're interested in, as opposed to big transformative deals.
Carl, let's move on to valuation. How well will GE Healthcare stock do over the next 5 years? And how safe is it? 10's a sure thing, 1's a lottery ticket.
Yeah, so I think the company is fairly to somewhat attractively valued when you look at it against peers like Siemens Healthineers and Philips. So, I'd focus more on whether I think this sector of the economy will do well. And I do like this as a hedge against economic uncertainty, even with the tariff and the China factors. So I'm going to say the 5% to 10% range, but hopefully at the upper side of that. And I would give them a fairly high safety score of 8.5.
I agree with Carl, everything Carl just said. I also will go with a 5% to 10% average return over the next 5 years. I like the demographic and AI tailwinds. The tariffs do create some uncertainty, but I do feel relatively confident about that projection. I went a little bit lower than Carl with a 7, but I think we're both on the same page here.
Thank you to both Keith and to Carl. They've given GE Healthcare an all right overall score of 6.7 out of 10. Wasn't compelling enough for me to add it to my 100 stock watch list. Look out for a new scoreboard every market day at 7 p.m. Eastern. Next up is Summit Therapeutics. Till then, Fool on. Oh my gosh. So we've never had one in the 4 minute range. You guys got in under 4 minutes. So you're Roger Bannister.